Hi, Tara.
Oh, hey, Pastor Bob.
How are you doing?
Good. What are you doing wearing your Palm Sunday shirts? Early.
Well, it is early. I do like to have my Palm Sunday shirt. It's sort of like my preparation for Lent, because I got to wear it on Palm Sunday. So
right, exactly.
It's just sort of something fun. Is there anything that you do that's a tradition for Lent?
As a matter of fact, I do have a Lenten tradition. I have a long history of establishing something that I am going to give up for Lent. And then I do it for one whole week of the Lenten season.
And then it's done from there. Good. Friends, very often we take something that we give up for Lent. Other times we'll take on a new practice. I would like to invite you to take on some new practices. We have lots of opportunities for your season of Lent. And here's just a few of them.
First of all, we're going to have a wonderful worship series throughout the season of Lent. It is based on a book by Adam Hamilton called Luke, Jesus and the Outsiders, Outcasts, and Outlaws. It will take us all the way through the Gospel of Luke during our 6 weeks of Lent.
We're also going to have some special services beginning this Wednesday, Ash Wednesday service. Now, many of our special services we're going to do in partnership with our friends over at Pacific Beach United Methodist Church. So this Wednesday, Ash Wednesday, is going to be at 7 p.m. and it's going to be at Pacific Beach United Methodist Church. Then we're going to do later in Lent, Maundy Thursday is going to be hosted here in our sanctuary, also at 7 p.m. And then our Good Friday service will again be hosted at Pacific Beach UMC, again on Good Friday at 7 p.m. So those are the various sort of midweek special services. Easter Sunrise is going to be an incredible service. It's a combination of several congregations on Easter Sunday morning at 6 a.m. at Crown Point Park on Mission Bay. And then, of course, our fantastic Easter Sunday services. Remember, we'll have an 8:30 service and a 10 a.m. service. Only the 10 a.m. service will be online. Most of the midweek services will be online as well. There's a link that we'll show on the screen throughout this video that gives you a lot more information of all of these things.
And in between services, there's something else that they can do.
Yes.
There is a Gospel of Luke reading plan that goes along with this book and the small group study. It's a 40-day reading plan that takes readers through the entire Gospel of Luke. It's intended to accompany the worship series and can also be read separately at home. So from the beginning of Lent to the very end, all together, we will read the entire Gospel of Luke.
Right. Good. If you are someone like me who needs reminders about that, you can sign up for text messages on our Flock Note. If you go to ljumc.flocknote.com, you can sign up for our daily Lenten text messages that'll have reminders of the daily readings. Now, another thing that you can do, I'll be leading a Tuesday evening Lenten study. It's Tuesday evenings and it's going to be online. And the reason it's scheduled and online in that way is just, we've got some working families and we've got some folks who have some sensitive health conditions. And so I want to be inclusive of all those folks. Our worship series is also going to be based on, the study series is going to be based on the same worship series. There's going to be some videos by Reverend Hamilton. There's going to be some questions. There's going to be some time for prayer. I know we've got a number of regular meeting groups that are all joining for this Tuesday evening, and you're invited too. To get the Zoom link for that or any other information, again, check out our Lenten resource page that's linked on the screen right here.
I really like the idea of the daily text as well. If you get a daily text to remind you to read the gospel passage, you might do it longer than a week.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
What was that number that you texted?
If you go to ljumc.flocknote.com, and we're going to have that address on the screen for you, you can sign up for our daily Lenten text. Now, our friends over at Pacific Beach are also hosting a study. Will you tell us about that?
That's right. We've got our friends over there, Adam Marshall, who has a Master's of Divinity from Claremont School of Theology, is going to lead a group study through the Gospel of John. They're going to meet to discuss the scriptures in the Gospel of John, as well as correlated commentary readings.
So if you only get through the first week of the Gospel of Luke, could you switch to the Gospel of John?
You sure can. Yeah, or you can do both.
That's great. Now, that's not all. Remember, Pastor Tara's been working hard on an intergenerational confirmation class, and I think you should hear more about that.
Oh, yes. So it's not for Lent, but we're just so happen to start it at the first week of Lent. So this Sunday, all those who have signed up, adults and youth, are going to get all their materials. So we're going to start the following Sunday with our belonging brunch groups. not only is this class going to be intergenerational, where we come together over brunch after church on Sundays and we discuss the topic of the day, but then we're going to split off and have age-appropriate lessons and then come back together at the end. So we're going to learn from each other, different generations learning from one another, but we're going to extend that to the entire congregation. So all the way through confirmation class, every children's moment is going to be a lesson from confirmation class. And I know you may ask, well, why would we do that all together? They're the ones in confirmation. On Confirmation Sunday, which is going to be June 25th, I believe, on that Sunday, when the confirmands, make their commitment to Jesus and to the gospel, the entire congregation recommits themselves as well. So we are all going through this together, and what a great way to lift up those going through confirmation, either to be confirmed or as a refresher for membership in the United Methodist Church.
There's lots happening in the season of Lent, and as Pastor Tara noted, even ways to carry on beyond the season of Lent. This is a time that we might be nourished and enriched and grow in our faith and our spirituality, culminating in the beautiful celebration of Easter and even carrying beyond. This is a chance to be transformed, to grow, and to be a new kind of Christian in our lives. I hope that you will join in all of these things.